Hello everybody, this is Money Mom. It's Money Making Monday. Let's get started. I first want to do a shout out to my dear friend Prepper Princess. I'm doing a topic today that I asked if she would like to do. I'm going to do a shout out and ask you to visit her channel. She has great content. Most of you already know her. She's been around YouTube longer than me. She has fantastic tips. I don't know anyone that prepares for the future better than this young lady. So I will link her below. Now let's get started. What would you do if your income got cut drastically? You could say loss of job, loss of clients. For me, it's loss of clients. As you know, I'm an independent contractor. I'm skilled with scheduling mystery shops, focus groups, some merchandising, and I also am skilled with doing product demonstrations. So those are the things that I know how to do very well and I enjoy doing. What would I do if for some reason we lost a client and it was going to make, say, $1,000 difference in my budget? First, I would scream and go, ah! And maybe I'd ask one of you if you would adopt me. But after the initial scream and freaking out, then I would have to say, okay, Dawn, what are you going to do? A long time ago, I talked to you guys about having a bare bones budget. That means where everything is cut down to the bare bone. I would have to take out the bare bone budget. And in doing that, these are the things I would do. Number one, we'd have a family meeting. I would explain the situation. That's number one. Number two, we would start going through the budget together as a family and start to cut things. I would do that within 24 hours of me losing the client. Number three, my husband and I worked on my resume over the weekend for scheduling, and it looks really good. I'm going to have somebody that I know check it out to see what they think. And I would start looking for another scheduling job for more clients. So that's one of the things that I would start doing. Because of my experience, and I do have a good reputation, I think that I could probably find something else to go with it, but I don't know if I could make up that $1,000. If I couldn't, I would go to plan 4, which is I would start back doing demonstrations again. I was doing product demonstrations. I did them for like 23 years. The only reason that I gave them up was because the company that I was with was wanting us to go to far away, like Fort Worth. I live in Dallas. They were wanting me to go all over the place. They were wanting me to do Fridays. It wasn't a good working situation anymore. But I would go with another company and I would start doing product demos again. So I would find ways to bring in as much money as I could. Now, the other thing I wanted to mention is a lot of times when people are in urgent situations where they're not making enough money for the month because their income got cut, they don't save, which I understand. The blessing is I do make a little bit of money each month on YouTube. For a while I wasn't because of the demonetization, and you guys know that story. So I am making money again every month on YouTube. We haven't spent any of it. What I would do is use my YouTube money as my emergency savings and just keep it there and only use it if we were really running short on something. One other thing that I want to mention that I would definitely do, because one area they say that we can all cut back on is our food, and we can also cut back on our spending. I would probably slash our food budget in half, and we'd have to make some big changes with our food budget. We might be eating more beans and rice, I'm not sure, and I would probably have to do less meat. I would have to figure out a way to cut it in half. It's been done. You know, Mrs. V over at the channel Mrs. V, they're doing a $50 a week food budget now, and she does really well on it. So I would have to cut everything down as much as I could, yet constantly look for other income. We would make it, we would survive, we would actually not survive, we would thrive and save money, and we'd be back on top again soon. So you might be down for a little while, but just because you're down doesn't mean you can't be back up soon, because there's a lot of opportunities out there for all of us, and there's a lot of people that can encourage us along the way. Let me know, guys. I want there to be a conversation below. What would you do if your income got cut drastically? What's the first thing you would do? I want to hear from you, and please check out Prepper Princess. Thanks, everybody. Love you. Bye.